What's going on, everybody? RA, one of your pro wrestling nerds here, and I'm here to recap nights 1 and 2 of WrestleMania. So let's hit that intro, and let's talk about it.
Yeah, it's our time to shine. Show that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts cause I'm too lost. Let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up.
Alright, everybody. I'm here just for a small recap of the weekend. Not going to break it down inch by inch and tell you what happened with every little match, but because I'm pretty sure you watched it or you're going to watch it. So I'm not going to waste your time, but I'm going to hit on a few things that stuck out to me. Like Sammy winning the Intercontinental title. Don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. Pretty sure everybody was rooting for Gunther, but I wasn't against it. I liked it. Pretty emotional. So, see, that's a theme throughout the weekend. Some emotional matches. Jade Cargill had a great showing. Didn't have A-Town down winning one of the one set of tag team titles. Don't think anybody had that on their bingo card either. And as far as Rey Mysterio goes, take that man out of the Hall of Fame. He don't deserve it anymore. That's 2 years in a row you have to use celebrity interference, son, to beat your boy. Guess what? Nope. Take him out of the Hall. He don't deserve it. You have to use Bad Bunny last year and then two crappy Philadelphia Eagles players. Yeah, if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, I'm sorry, not sorry. Your team is what it is. And I hate them even more now because that's horrible. You can't beat your own son without celebrity interference. So, didn't like that. Other than that, nothing huge. The Jimmy J match I thought could have been a little better. I really didn't even get to see it much. I was taking a short bathroom break, and that's how short the match was. That it pretty much took my entire bathroom break. Wow. Now, the main event tag match was everything we thought it would be. Like I said, I kind of figured the Bloodline would win that one. No real big thing there. But night 2, some really good stuff there. Starting off with the first match of the night, Drew and Seth. Drew winning, for me, wasn't surprised. I picked Drew to win. But Damian Priest cashing in. I, throughout night 1, was starting to think, I think Damian's going to cash in on the main event. Because Seth's going to be beat all the hell up. And especially when they lost, I go, Priest is going to cash in and make this a triple threat. Priest is going to cash in and make it a triple. Didn't happen, so I'm scratching my head on that one. But for him to do it tonight, still hit as hard, and that was great. And for him to walk out World Heavyweight Championship, that was great. It made all this waiting for Money in the Bank worth it. Other than that, pretty by the books. Still, the Pride match, you could easily tell the Pride was going over. Bobby and the Street Profits were going to go over. Second, they brought out Snoop Dogg and then Bubba Ray Dudley for being special ref. That was complete fan service for Philadelphia. Nothing but fan service there. So, yeah, not a big boof on that one. Kind of figured that. LA Knight, AJ Styles, not a horrible match. Again, by the books. The Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens match I thought was really good. Some great entrances there. And, picking Logan, smart play if you did that. They're going to bring that guy out to SummerSlam. Io Bailey, a strong performance, just like both women's title matches were strong. Anybody saying different is just salty and trolly. Both women's matches were great. They were very, very good. But the biggest thing is the main event of the whole weekend, Cody Roman. Will Cody finish the story? Completely overbooked like crazy, but as it should have been. It should have been overbooked. You got to look. This was 3 years in the making. This is the culmination of the Bloodline story. Yeah, it probably will go on a little bit after this, but for the most part, the bulk of it is over. It's closer to the complete end than to the complete beginning. this was the culmination of the Bloodline story. 3 years of them screwing people over, shady business tactics, all that stuff. Everything you've seen play out for the last 3 years ended tonight. Came to head tonight. That's why it was so overbooked, and rightfully so. You know, Jimmy and Jay. If you watched my fantasy bookings, I almost perfectly booked this to a degree. Yeah, it came out a little differently, and The Rock wasn't involved, but because back then I didn't think The Rock would be involved, but almost to a degree. I said people would come out to help the Bloodline, and for the Bloodline members would come out to help Roman, I should say, and they'd be met with people. Might not have got all the people right, but, you know, I didn't have Jimmy or Jay in my fantasy booking because I had them hugging it out there. So you keep them in together and they fought, whatever, that cancels it out. Solo coming out, I thought it would be like Randy and Sammy and Kevin coming out because that's who in the past year they've been fighting with. But having Cena come out makes just as much sense because Cena was the last match Cena had was when he got whooped up by Solo. So yeah, that coming out. Then Rock coming out and having that face-to-face with Cena. Again, that's a callback to 13 years ago. What was it? 28. Sorry, 28. When that in 29 when Rock and Cena had those matches. That up there too. And then who's going to take out The Rock? We think it's going to be Seth, the Shield. I was actually hoping it would be Mox coming out. I'm like, dude, let it happen. Let him have Mox. But, you know, they're not going to do nothing like that. But it was Seth and his stuff, and they kind of did a playback to Roman, Seth betraying Roman. They kind of reenacted that with Roman now hitting Seth like that. So I like that. That was good. That was, like, overbooked, but overbooked right. There's everything that was in here was in there for a reason. There was callbacks to everything. And then when the lights go out and the Undertaker gongs, which I'm going to say this was originally supposed to be Brock Lesnar's spot. I guarantee you Lesnar was going to come out here. But with everything that happened, they couldn't bring Lesnar in. But so who do they get? The Undertaker, which there is history there. Not with The Rock, but with Roman. Roman's one of the two people that beat Undertaker at WrestleMania, along with Brock. It's a small tread, but it's a tread that grabbed and made sense. Especially since, like I said, I honestly think this was supposed to be Brock Lesnar's spot, but they couldn't use that. So Cody gets the big oomph and then brings all the people in the ring. And if you look, every wrestler in that ring was a victim of the Bloodline in the past 3 years. Sammy, the great story they had a year ago leading from Royal Rumble to Elimination Chamber with Sammy and Roman. Kevin, Seth's first real, or not Seth, but Roman's first real feud as champion was Kevin Owens. And then he had a couple other shots at it. Randy Orton, as we all know. LA Knight was out there. Everybody but AJ Styles, because AJ Styles playing the heel right now. But all them people out there. Jay stayed out there. Seth stayed out there. John Cena was still out there. All these guys were involved in this Bloodline thing. So as overbooked as it was overbooked to perfection. And there probably hasn't been a good feel-good moment like this at the end of a WrestleMania since WrestleMania 10 years ago at WrestleMania 30 with Daniel Bryan. So, awesomely, I think this was the main event, awesome booked. Now, to get into who won predictions. In second place, with 11 points, Little J. Little J got 11. Your winner and Pro Wrestling Nerds prediction champion, and still reigning, defending, undisputed champion with also 11 points, but a championship cannot change hands on a tie or a draw. It's just like sports, just like we're pro wrestling fans here. You gotta beat the champion to be the champion, so a tie doesn't count. So that still makes me the champ. So that means another loss for Big Johnny. He just can't win. y'all find him on his social medias and all that stuff, and help this man out. He is not good at these. He's just not good. So, with him in last place, like I said, we're going to dress him up. I'm going to try to find a cheerleading outfit that'll fit him. If not, I'll just get some regular Florida State Seminole gear. He's a Florida Gators fan, everybody. So, all y'all that know college sports knows that Florida Gators hate nobody more than Florida State Seminoles. So, I'm going to dress him up in Florida State gear. He don't live that far from the University of Florida campus. So, I'm going to go take him down to the University of Florida campus, and I'm going to let all them students razz him and make fun of him and pick on him, and he's going to have pom-poms and all that stuff. Like I said, if I can find a cheerleading outfit that fits his big ass, I will. If not, we'll just get him in some very embarrassing Florida State Seminole gear. But, once again, Big Johnny is your loser. He needs to start winning. I am running out of things to do to him. He's been a clown. He's still a clown. He's been a giant baby. He's still a giant baby. He likes big sweaty men. He probably still likes big sweaty men. You know, you see how he talks about him. He's a big sweaty man. He's a very big sweaty man. But keep your eye out for that video because I will be doing it. And as always, like, share, subscribe. Yeah! Comment down below. And for Little J and Big Johnny, I am your champion, R.A. And we will see you again.
Watch out, 'cause I'm here now and I'm staying.